All right, meal one or breakfast going down. Starting top to bottom, serving of Kobe Jack cheese, 165 grams of egg whites, and then two whole eggs, and then lastly on a ciabatta roll. With breakfast, always have a cup of coffee. This is like a mix of 50% decaf, 50% regular, just to cut back on the coffee or caffeine, excuse me, just because do really enjoy the taste of coffee. Eat 45 or so right now, so first meal going down. Target is about 2,600 calories today, or a little bit short of that. First adjustment down from the 28 to 29 that I had been eating very consistently. I'll throw those macros up on screen for you here for meal one. And then also every meal pretty much lightly salting, and then do have a large cup of water, just drinking water throughout the day, pretty much as I can comfortably get in, or if I'm ever thirsty, just down with some water to stay hydrated. But without further ado, this will be first meal pre-workout, and then I will catch you guys after the gym for post-workout. Post-workout going down, got a triple berry mix with blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. Have a scoop of whey protein and 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. And then I'll be doing two servings of the non-fat Greek yogurt, which this stuff is just great macro-wise and very tasty if you mix it with berries and stuff. And then lastly, for this meal, we'll have just over half a serving of some dark chocolate for some good antioxidants. Running a bit behind though, it is like 1 p.m. I usually have this meal about an hour earlier, but not a big deal by any means. Push the calories back a little bit, but with post-workout, want to keep it in a decent window there. Just gonna get settled in, get the Greek yogurt in, weighed out and whatnot, and then we'll catch up on a couple of things and just a couple of chatting points before we move into the next meal. Alrighty, just finish up second meal. Gonna throw weight up on screen because we didn't cover that yet, but 219 this morning, so really in line with kind of what we're looking for 19 weeks out, and I would say probably about 19 to 24 pounds to go for stage weight is kind of where I'm targeting. But at the end of the day, weight is very subjective if it really matters, obviously. When you're on stage, all based on the physique, but very good metric to kind of keep forward and keep thinking through. So also I'll throw up my sleep on screen, which if you're wondering, just track that through a Garmin watch. The Garmin Venue 2 is the watch I have. So just really aiming for anything over 7.5 hours of sleep. My sleep time usually is around 11:30 to 8 a.m., somewhere in that range, probably a bit later to bed, just as I work nights, and then I work a 4x10, so have off today being Monday. And then also, just gonna cover it now so I don't forget it, supplements will be on screen for you, and that will be from left to right. We have the vitamin D3, then a multivitamin, and then a ZMA or a zinc and magnesium supplement that I'll take before bed. Then glucosamine MSM, which is just a joint support supplement, which I really find helps out. And then lastly, fish oil, just super good for your heart and also super good for the joints. So pretty self-explanatory there. And then I will throw up macros first on screen for the meal we just had, if I have not already. And then also up to date you guys on the running totals for the day. And just a disclaimer for you, I do include 10 grams of just miscellaneous fat with my first meal. It's just a constant I've always had with tracking, and that's due to just kind of the miscellaneous calories you'll get throughout the day. Like for example, by the Greek yogurt, I eat a bell pepper or two that I just pulled out of the fridge getting to the Greek yogurt. Not gonna specifically track that. And then also with the supplements, they'll have like 10 calories just from like a gram of sugar, or the fish oil has a couple of grams of fat. So that's why I kind of leave it in there, kind of covers my bases and it's just a variable you want to keep constant. If you start out with never tracking that stuff, then just leave it off. The way I do it is just track that 10 grams of fat. And that also goes for any like cooking oils that you use or anything like that for how your food's prepared. Just feel like it covers me nicely there. And then just for today's training was just a push workout, doing a bit of a deload, which you guys we'll hear more about just in the weekly recaps. So want to keep this one towards like a full day of eating, but targeting right around 2,600 calories, 230 grams of protein, 260 carb, and then around 80 fat, give or take. Maybe off on those numbers just a little bit, but I think that brings us up to speed for everything. Third meal going down. So in the bowl, we have a cup of white rice, 7 ounces of chicken breast, and then a little bit of sugar-free sweet Thai chili sauce, and then lastly a serving of guac, like one of the 90 calorie cups. As always, lightly salting each meal. I'll throw macros up on screen for this meal, and then also some running totals. Honestly, just very standard. Meal 3 throughout prep, gonna be eating pretty much the same exact stuff. So very simple. Got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section below. But I am hungry, so gonna go ahead and knock this out, and then I will meet you for the last meal of the day. All right, last meal about to go down. So this would be meal 4. We have 6 ounces of 90-10 beef. I do strain it, so I track it as 93.7. And then we have 9 ounces cooked baked potato, along with 100 grams of Greek yogurt, and then just some Frank's Red Hot on top for flavor. But this will be the last major meal of the day. I'll throw macros up on screen for you. And then running total, let me grab my phone so I don't have to go through and edit once again for running totals. But yeah, running totals at 218 protein, 193 carb, and 62 fat. Have about 384 calories left at 2,600. So we'll have some nightcap things coming in later, just about 8 o'clock right now. So want to get things in probably before 10, just so I don't influence my weight too much in the morning. But really a staple meal for me. The potato is super filling, so nice to have as a nightcap. And then as always, lightly salting, drinking water with each and every meal. Been quite a day, but I will catch up with you guys one more time for the nightcap to kind of round out the macros. All right, finishing out with the nightcap, about 9:30 now. I am gonna have a fudge bar, which is 90 calories, super good, sweet, just to fill in a little bit of calories because came in low on carbs, which honestly tends to be the thing. I could add some more rice and potatoes, but nice to kill the sweet tooth with a little treat here and there. And then also, just to cap off protein, had a pure protein bar, and then I'm gonna have a little less than a serving of pretzels. So totals today comes out at 244 protein, 246 carb, and 69 fat. And that would be a total of 2,578 calories. I'm not gonna put the macros on screen for this last meal. Probably like 22 protein, 30 something carb, and a couple of fat. But really do appreciate you guys watching till the end of the video. If you made it this far, leave a comment down below what type of footage you'd like to see from prep. Always happy to to take recommendations on that. And once again, thank you so much for watching. You have a great rest of your evening. And as always, stay fed.